who just waste people's time.
I know. I went to accident emergency once because I'd done my leg in, and I'll tell you what, you look round and you think, oh, look at all these people. Look at these. They should be. There's hardly any of them weren't handcuffed to someone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You go to Casual on a Friday night, and it's like, oh, awful.
Yeah, and there's and so I mean, it was that thing. Well, I could either go to Dr. Shah, but that's NHS, or I could go to one of the Medi centres. They charge money, Claire, and I mean, I know it's a killer disease, but you know, I'm not making cash.
You don't want it. Yeah, you don't want it.
Because what if it isn't? That's money wasted.
You don't get your money back, do you?
I mean, I really need him to say you've got the deadly SARS virus for it to be worth the 80 quid.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And as I suspected that, you know, it was 50-50, I decided not. I decided to ride it out. And thankfully, so far, I've not
You're
died.
looking all right.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
I'm okay, so
you're all right. Yeah. Well, that's lucky. So
I noticed that I phoned him up. I said I don't think I can work. And I mean, Ricky's a close friend of mine. I've known him for a time now, and I really consider him one of my best mates. But I'll be honest with you, you didn't rush round with a bowl of soup. Did you?
I don't want to catch it, do I? There's no point in both of us being ill.
Well, this was the implication, because it wasn't that you explicitly said, in this relationship, you're the one that's expendable. But that was the sort of underlying suggestion I felt.
No, I just thought, to be honest, I thought I could do with a day off as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought, well, don't worry then, don't tennis.
Yeah.
No, but, I was,
What's wrong with your back then, Rick?
I don't know, I think it's just age, I don't know, I don't get things seen to, so it's just been, hurts when I tie my shoelaces. That's why I'm wearing clogs. It's so much easier. Drawstring trousers and clogs, you know.
You used to go to the doctor a lot more, though. You don't tend to do it now.
Well, I'm not paranoid anymore. I had two flashes of when my mum died of cancer. Twice, I think, I said, oh, there's a lump. Once
I've been to the doctors twice with him.
Yeah.
Have you? Seriously?
I've seriously sat in a waiting room with him twice.
Well, I just went for the.
mum.
No, I thought, oh God, I felt them. I didn't need to do it then, did I? I naturally just touched my. But
we should point out that Ricky's mother didn't die of testicular cancer. That it just
no. But I had it. I thought, oh God, well I've got it now. And I think I went along once with testicular cancer, didn't I?
Yeah, you had the testy problem once. I remember because I remember sitting in the waiting room looking through an old Argos catalogue with you for some reason. I think that was the only thing to read.
Then I thought I had throat cancer, didn't I?
Yeah, because I think you had a bit of a sore throat, didn't you?
But now I think I'm over that. I was just like, sent me a bit. So, it's just
Why were you fiddling around down below? Because I mean, it wasn't like I called on you to do some work and you said I've got to rush to the doctors. I think it was like lunchtime.
Yeah.
So you'd obviously be meddling around down there.
Well, I know I tested a few times, but I'm never sure.
What, during the day? Though? I mean, can't you do that when you first get, maybe before you go to bed? But not in a restaurant when we're eating dinner.
Yeah, but he likes to, he has to
certainly not spaghetti and kumquats.
Exactly.
That confused me. I don't know where the hands
were. You put me right off my meatballs.
Oh dear.
But Ricky, just to clear it, you are okay, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Just a bad back,
yeah, just a bad back. Yeah, let's have a record, shall we? Bit of Bruce Springsteen, be lovely. Cheering breaks and Painkiller on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
Yeah, no, it's good to be here. I'm missing hearing Carl, actually.
Shouldn't mention him, because people remember them, they go, oh yeah.
I know.
We're trying to pretend.
How are you, Sturgis, by the way? We've not really said hello to you.
I'm very well, thank you, yeah.
Do you look forward to these occasions when you get to stand in for Carl?
I get a little bit nervous.
Is it intimidating?
It is a bit intimidating, because he's such a funny man. But, you know, once I'm here, I'm okay.
No, he is. It's not like he's doing it on purpose. It's you know what I mean? So...
he's a natural.
At least you know what you're saying.
Yes, good point, yeah.
It's not all downhill, is it?
No, exactly, yeah. I mean,
no, it'll be fine. It's only an hour and a half to go, we'll be okay. Can we talk about, Can we talk about the BAFTAs? I don't want to sort of go on about, with the awards and everything.
I don't like to talk about it.
want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Claire, I mean...
what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
What do you want to know? How many you won? Or?
Well, of course we... Well, I know how many you won. We're all watching, obviously.
Not everyone does, though, Claire. I mean...
How many did you win, Steve?
You might want to remind me.
What, in all, or what? What are you talking about? How many...
Do you mean this year and last?
It's 2 now. 2 last year, 4 in all.
So it's 4 in all. 2 of those are Ricky's, specifically his.
No, Steve, what I really want to talk about was Ricky's white suit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, listen. Well, let me explain. Well, never mind all that. One, it's actually, I bought it for a photo shoot, because I'm doing this thing, I've got a DVD coming out in October, and I'm doing a spoof of the front cover of Thriller, so I bought a white suit, and I got it, right, And I thought, well, I might as well wear that then now and get it dry cleaned.
I thought you blagged it.
And I thought when I put it on, I looked a bit like Sean Connery as James Bond. Apparently, I looked like Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
The little midget guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which was, you know, I did watch it back, and you know, there are some resemblances. At one point, I did playing, which was I don't know why.
Yeah.
I thought.
Well, when he suggested he was going to wear it, I said that's crazy. I said it's madness because I knew it would come back and haunt him. I got
away with it though.
Well, did you?
No.
I mean, what was it I said to you? We were talking about it, and he said,
"Oh no!" He said, "What are you wearing it with? A sort of white shirt and a white tie?" I went, "No. I wear it with a black tie." He said, "Right." He went, "You should do it with the white shirt and the white tie." He went, "You know, do that whole Randall Hopkirk thing." And I went, well, "That's what I'm worried about." He went, "What? You're worried people think you're a ghost?"
I mean, pathetic. I didn't think it was a good idea. I just love the way that if you're a celebrity, somehow you're allowed to wear, like, nonsense, outrageous clothes because it's kind of expected of you, because, you know, you're
But it wasn't mental. It wasn't like Graham Norton going in curtains or Jonathan Ross dressing up as Lawrence Bowen. It was just a white suit,
But it's just that thing of, you know, I am. It's cheeky Ricky Gervais here. Look what I'm wearing.
I was worried there was going to be chocolate mousse, though.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Vegas was going to greet me and throw up immediately.
Yeah.
It was sort of like I had to keep away from people.
And what you're sitting on. But I tell you what, I think it worked with Anne Robinson, didn't it?
Do you think she did it?
winked at you when you went. She liked you.
She just can't stop that.
No,
she's
she's
made it into her catchphrase, but
you made her giggle like a little schoolgirl.
I knew it was safe though to say that thing about her drinking because I'd done a non-broadcast pilot with her this year. For a friend was the producer, and it's a new show called Look Who's Coming to Dinner, and the premise is I choose sort of 6 heroes that are alive, and so. I knew it was all right, so I didn't just go out there and start insulting this poor middle-aged woman. I sort of knew she could take a joke. She's all right. She's obviously she's not really like that. So, yeah.
No, but I loved the way she just giggled like a little girl.
I think she was quite good, actually. I think it's better when she's sort of ad-libbing. I don't think she's as good when she's sort of got lines and she's hitting marks. She's quite good when she's sort of. Like when Peter Kay came on, she went, "Have you dyed your hair?" Yeah. And he went, "Have I dyed my hair?" I said, "What sort of talk is that?" Which I thought was quite nice.
Your quote was good though.
What?
When he went, peace, or war.
I just hate it when, oh God, celebrities get their political, I've got to say something political, because there's all that suffering in the world. And I don't know, it's like those things you see in the papers where it's got, general elections or war, and it's got a picture of Billie Piper, just a picture, and it goes, Labour. Or, it's got, you know, Ross Kemp. No to war. But when would that be influential?
No idea.
It's sort of like you go, someone goes to what do you think of war? I go, well, I don't know. I've made your mind up. Well, no, it's difficult, isn't it? Is it? Well, yeah, you know, because on the one hand...
I don't know where I stand.
Well, exactly, on the one hand you could say that, you know, war is wrong because it causes suffering, but on the other hand, you know, that's a knee-jerk reaction, and some wars are justified, you know, like stopping, you know, fascism or whatever, and, you know, like pacifism, sometimes you have to have defence, so it's not clear and cut. I go, okay, let's make it easier for you. What do you think of the little black one in Sugar Babes? I think she's brilliant. She hates war. That's me. That's me done then.
Exactly. Does that help sway your mind?
Yeah.
When that young au pair was over in America, and she got arrested for the murder, or the death rather, of that young child. I forget her name. Do you remember that story?
Louise Woodward.
Well, do you remember there was a whole section in the paper there where there was I think it was members of Coronation Street saying, "Release her, please release her."
I remember you said you fancied her.
Who's that?
You said you fancied her when it was all happening.
Well, he
said I think he was the danger.
There was an element of that. Do you know what I thought it was?
I would love you to go out with Louise Woodward.
The thing about Wooders...
what's she doing now?
The thing about Wooders is that she, my suspicion was that when she came back and she'd been cleared of it,
she hadn't been cleared of it.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
Wasn't she?
No.
I don't think she. I think
no,
they just let her
she'd done her time, and it was. I think it was manslaughter.
I think.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure about this.
Teetering on the edge of getting.
Well, no. If someone knows, call up. You know, we don't know this, so don't.
Yeah, but I think you're right.
Well, either way, it was a tragic accident, and she wasn't a murderess. That was the clear point, and it just struck me that nevertheless, there would probably be a certain stigma. You know, so she was down, you know, kind of Monroe's on a Wednesday night, you know, looking for a dance. Probably there weren't going to be a lot of guys queuing up for her because they were conscious that, you know, she had this certain reputation. Whereas Ding Dong, Gentleman Steve, I'm happy to step in.
Do you know what? I'd let her babysit because she'd be so careful, wouldn't she? You know what I mean? She'd be on real best behaviour.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't be talking about it.
But I do wonder what she's up to now.
Well, if you know...
08700 800 1234.
If you're a lawyer and we've said something wrong, let us know now. We'll apologise quickly.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, anyway, good luck to you. Louise, if you're out there listening, good luck. And, Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. That's the
I don't want my name attached in case.
Get in touch.
Yeah? You're free tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm free. I'm free, for the next 8 years, I think.
Play a record.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sweet. 10-story love song. Love song? Yeah, 10-story love song from the Stone Dozes.
Yeah, see, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
It's not. And I'll tell you, also because I'm a little under the weather still.
Yeah.
So, that's my excuse.
You've had a week off.
I'll tell
Concentrate.
I mean, I've got cable TV, but there is nothing on, is there, in the daytime? It is just, I mean, I loved Today with Des and Mel.
That's good, that's all right, that. Was Joe Pasquale on again? He always pops up. I love it when he pops up.
Joe Pasquale is an absolute joy.
I love Joe. Genuinely, without irony, I really like Joe Pasquale.
Do you know him? Have you met him?
No, I haven't, no, but I really, really like him. I think he's really funny.
He's really good.
Yeah.
One of his jokes that I've always enjoyed is, why is there a lock on the door of the 24/7 shop? It's good.
He's a thoughtful man.
It's good. You know, it's open all the time, Claire.
No, I just like his squeaky voice.
Yeah, oh, that's fun.
I don't like jokes.
But, no, I only caught the end, the other day, but, it was brilliant. Des was singing a medley of Buddy Holly songs.
He doesn't quite sing, does he?
He's sort of talking.
It's like pulling your punch. Oh, my soul is away from the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He can't actually...
He's not actually singing, it's talking. It's kind of talking the words.
Yeah.
But he knew Buddy, apparently, and he toured with him, so...
I am an antichrist. I'm an antichrist. He never quite finished. It's lovely.
No, he's great.
He's got no breath.
But, but it's the adverts in between.
He is 73 though.
He's amazing for it.
Doing well, isn't he?
Yeah. No, I mean, he's a good
Sorry, who's 73?
Des O'Connor.
Is he seriously?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, good luck to him. A toast to Des O'Connor.
Yeah.
Raise your glasses. And all you listening at home. So
I'd love to see him interview Louise Woodward.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you want to hear some Louise Woodward? I have had some calls.
But I don't know if they're true or not, though, do you? What did you hear?
Well, I think one of the...
we mustn't...
law.
No, we mustn't say that shop that she works in.
No, wouldn't say that. But
in case it's...
I'm sure I read the same thing, Steve. Someone said they read that she was studying law, and I think I read that because she knows so much about it.
Yeah.
Now she decided
She's known through the system, yeah.
You never know when it comes in useful.
But she has been spotted in various parts of the country selling all manner of things.
Okay, brilliant.
So who knows?
Door to door?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm from Mothercare.
We've got to stop this now. It's not fair.
That's that.
It's all water under the bridge.
Anyway, let's play a record. Let's play a record, Claire. No, I'll talk about it later.
We're scared now.
Yeah, we've just got ourselves in trouble. I think we just need to go and consult our lawyers.
Would you like some Peter Gabriel?
Oh, this is a beautiful track, and it was actually in Vanilla Sky, so a bit of resurgence. This is Salisbury Hill. Peter Gabriel, what a lovely track that is. Salisbury Hill on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
You know, if Carl was here, do you know what he'd want now?
Probably ads, no.
Some adverts.
Yeah. Do you want some now?
Oh, it's what Carl would have wanted.
Okay. For Carl, then, some ads.
Excellent. Placebo and Bitter End. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis in for Carl Pilkington,
doing a good
who's
job.
in Madeira.
Indeed. Is that where the cake's from?
Yep. It's named after, I think, yeah.
Excellent,
yeah.
Excellent.
It's nice, lovely. It's sort of,
I don't know where Madeira is.
It's sort of off Africa.
Okay.
But it's, I think,
there are a lot of
Portuguese.
old people go there.
There are a lot of old people there. There are a lot of old people there.
Carl is essentially... a 50-year-old man in the body of a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think it...
Whereas Ricky Gervais...
Whoa! Party by the pool, it was. It was actually really good. I'd much prefer that than, we went to, Greece once, and we wandered in this place by mistake going through this, and it was just full of people in Everton shirts and Liverpool shirts and just drinking lager. Like, oh, where's the fun in that? And just, I can't, the idea of Butlins, millions of families screaming around would drive me mental.
Butlins is the most extraordinary place I've ever been to. I went there with a bunch of friends.
We can't slag it off, but, I mean, not Butlins specifically, just anything.
No, I'm not slagging Butlins off.
No.
It's just,
but
it was
I've never been to Butlins.
Extraordinary place. The bars themed one bar themed in the Wild West style.
Brilliant.
But a tribute band to Status Quo playing.
Really?
It was extraordinary. So you walk in the swing doors, and there's Status Quo playing, and everyone else is, all the staff dressed in cowboy outfits, and cowgirl outfits, serving drinks.
I've told you this before, but I sneaked into Butlins. We sneaked in one night, and we didn't know what was on, and they were serving lager and chips, and there's just loads of families and lots of northern men in short-sleeve shirts and kids running around and stuff. And, so they just arranged the chairs in the sort of dance hall, and they went, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment for this evening is David Copperfield, not the magician. And it was the bloke from Three of a Kind.
Of course.
He came out, he did it all, he did all the jokes, he did all the, hello, how are you? Oh, you're nice. You know, to people in the audience. And then his finale was he stood on a chair because there wasn't a stage, and he did classical gas, seriously, on guitar. And then they went out, right, and he went, thanks for it. He went off, and they stopped clapping, and he came back on to get his jacket.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. There was also a girl-boy duo in blue satin called Joint Effort, which I was loving. And at the end, right, it was on, I think it was on a Saturday night, so people were leaving sort of the next day, or Friday night, they're leaving the next day, and the kids and that were sort of like going to Redcoats, and they were crying. Right? And all the Redcoats and Joint Effort, and they did We Are the World.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. What an amazing night that was.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
They are incredible places.
Yeah.
Joint Effort. I don't think... I saw a documentary, I'm sure I saw a documentary, which is finding out what the likes of David Copperfield are up to now.
Yeah.
And he was a thatcher, wasn't he? Wasn't he mending roofs?
I think so, yeah. I think you're right,
I saw him saying, they said, would you not want to be back on primetime TV? And he said, do you know, I think I prefer mending roofs.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Well, he's probably the same as David Van Day with that advert, when he said, he got to the point where I prefer to sell burgers than records.
No, you didn't. You never preferred selling burgers, David.
Have you watched any of the Reborn in the USA?
I love it.
See,
absolutely love it.
I missed it, and I'm gutted.
It's Hadley or Cox. It's Hadley or Cox all the way, I reckon.
Who's Cox?
We close our eyes, we never do him.
What band is that?
Go West.
Go West.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's probably the best singer in a sort of stand-up cabaret
and how does it work? Do they get voted out as they go around?
Yeah.
So it's Sonia's gone,
No, there's two from the studio audience, two are nominated, the lowest, I think the lowest people, and then Britain, people in Britain vote one back on the bus.
Can I just ask why they're doing it in the States? Why didn't they just do it in this country?
Well, because it was meant to be relaunch their career without prejudice, I assume.
Okay.
And also as an excuse to go to America, I suppose, and people not know him. Although fame is creeping in. I think a lot of people recognise Tony Hadley.
Yeah.
Particularly when he sang True at karaoke.
Yes.
No, but,
is he as good as ever?
He's fine. He's a bit dramatic, but it's alright.
Now, from your sort of, your brief pop phase, are any of these faces familiar to you? Did you ever bump into them?
Oh, no, but no, no.
You never hung out with Hadley, or...?
No, we all lived in the same house.
Yeah, you did didn't you have a run-in with Bucks Fizz?
Oh, yeah.
No, did you?
Once when we were going up to do, a TV show, and A&R man had just forgotten about us, and we were there. We were at the airport. We didn't have the tickets, and so Bucks Fizz were doing the same show, and I remember they tried to smuggle us through. They had sort of like them and their crew, and they just like showed us the tickets. They went through, and they went, "Well, like that would work." They went, "I went, oh, okay, sorry."
Did the two girls stand in the lobby and whip off their skirts? Everyone was sidetracked while you legged it through.
Well, I was on the shoulders of Bobby G, and wearing a really long coat.
Yeah.
And they went, "Bobby," he went, "Yes, I am taller now."
You're not taller in the flesh than you are on top of the pops.
Yeah.
And fatter.
I wasn't fat then.
You weren't fat then, no, you're right.
Yeah, no, but I love it. And the other thing I've been watching is American Pop Idol.
Right,
that was last night. It's great, really good, yeah.
This is Simon Cowell?
Ruben's gonna win. Huh?
Is that the one that Jerry Halliwell is part of?
No, this is, Randy Jackson, What's Up, Dog, Paula Abdul, and Simon Cowell. Yeah. But Simon Cowell makes so much more sense in that context. Yeah. Because they're all... You know, you're great, and they stand up and they clap, and he goes, "Oh, sit down, it was all right," and it makes so much more sense. You know what I mean? Over here, it's a bit of a pantomime sort of drama queen, but over there, he's the
sort of voice of
sanity. Exactly, yeah. But that's the trash TV that I watched.
That you've watched.
Yeah. But
recently.
no, Reborn's funny. But again, once again, public are stupid. They voted out, Dollar. That was driving everyone mad, and there was fights.
Why did they really? Because they really were.
Well, yeah, because you know. Oh, yeah, they really went for it. They voted out Chris Eubank.
Yeah, and Celebrity Big Brother.
Keep him in.
I don't think the public should be allowed to vote on TV shows. I don't think they know what's best for them. It does strike me that, like, in the golden age of EastEnders, if people had said, "Do you want to vote out Dirty Den?" they'd have gone, "Yeah, he's nasty."
I know, yeah. It's that confusion,
either
with entertainment and punishing people, yeah. They should keep them in and then make them lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've had all the best of both worlds.
What about the new celebrity, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out?
Now, who's in that? The one...
Daniela Westbrook.
Yeah.
Catalina, that model.
Yeah.
Don't know her.
Yeah, exactly.
The one
Anthony Worrell Thompson, why? Why does he want to...
You've got someone to cook, ain't you?
Well,
that one from Changing... Yeah, the girl from Changing Rooms.
Yeah, Linda Barker.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Tufnell.
Who?
Phil Tufnell, cricketer. I'm gonna put some money on him to win. I reckon he's gonna win. Because apparently he's sort of funny and nice and everything. And, yeah.
Would you ever do any of those?
Absolutely not. No.
I genuinely think if you were in the Celebrity Big Brother house,
immediately
you would be voted out. It would be before the housemates would have got you out somehow.
Yeah.
They'd
have left.
Or they'd have left. Yeah,
I might win. I might win by default.
They'd have all climbed over the roof like that guy Sandy.
Yeah.
They'd have all climbed out like within the first 10 minutes.
I saw Sandy the other day actually.
Still on the run, is he?
Just climbing over. Get off my roof.
I got really excited in
Really?
Selfridges.
Does he look like a wombat up close?
No, he's really good looking.
Shut up.
No, seriously. I saw him in the hat section at Selfridges because he's a personal shopper telling them they look gorgeous.
Jane went there specifically to meet Sandy.
No,
just
did
for
she?
Yeah.
I got really excited.
Is he working there?
Yeah,
he's a
he
personal
always was.
shopper. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he sign autographs and stuff?
I'm sure
No,
he
he calls himself Alex now.
What?
Eh?
Yeah, he's not allowed to call him Sandy. Selfridges wouldn't... What should we say and get him sacked? Get him voted out of the Selfridges household. Oh,
what, is he a personal shopper?
Yeah.
That's just to me the epitome of indulgence. If you've got money to spend on a personal shopper,
I'd love to do that.
Man alive! No, is that someone who pushes your trolley?
No,
is that how it works?
You just say.
Can I get one of those in Waitrose?
No. It's like asking an assistant. You go, I need some black trousers and some brown shoes and this range. And they go, okay, and they go and get you a range, so you don't have to go. It's not like.
Yeah, but I still love it.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for it. It's not.
No, you don't pay for the service. You pay for the clothes if you buy them. It's
really?
not. Yeah, it's not like Lady Di having Harrods opened for her.
So I could walk in there and get Sandy,
of course you
Big
could.
Brother, to just do some shopping.
In fact, I'd love you to.
But could I get him, like, once he's finished in Selfridges, could he pop to the Co-op for me?
No,
like
he can't do that. No, he can't do that.
What? No. Seriously? So there'd be people queuing up, wouldn't there?
Well, why? Selfridges, you can't... People don't go and shop in Selfridges for the sake of it to meet Sandy, do they?
No, but to get a personal shopper... Why wouldn't everyone have one? I don't understand why everyone wouldn't do it if they're not charging you for it.
Oh, Steve, you and me later on.
I'll tell you this, I don't think people realise that, Rick. He's going to be inundated now.
You know when you go to Selfridges, you will not be able to buy that suit you got for £97. It's a lot more expensive than that.
What?
You can't you can't get shoes for £29 in there.
I'm not bothering.
No, exactly. You see, that's where you're going to come unstuck. I'd love a great record now, Claire.
Okay.
I'm going back to Bristol this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I am going to be... I've got £100 to spend, so I'm looking to get a 3-piece suite.
Yeah.
Dinner suit.
Yeah.
You know,
a wife.
Well. Possibly. You know, I think my sister's back.
The new single from Radiohead.
What do you make of it?
I love Radiohead, so I'm prejudiced, and I like just about everything they do. You know, I still play the Bends regularly. I had to replace it on CD because I wore it out.
Really?
I just think it's amazing. I think they're great. They're coming in, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're coming in a couple of times. I think Phil and Ed, who are my favourites, are doing Zoe in a few weeks. And I think Tom York is going to be doing John Kennedy on Exposure, doing one of those album playbacks where he comes in and talks about each track.
He's so shy as well. Yeah. He came into Uli once, and he was just so shy. He hated it all because people were looking at him. And, he's great. He's brilliant.
A toast.
Funny little fella.
Radiohead. Happy Easter, Tom. All that.
Don't eat too many eggs, boys.
Oh, calm down, you crazy guys. No, we were talking earlier about the fact, because I've been ill this week, and so I've just been lying on the sofa, you know, dosed up, I was a bit feverish as well in the week, and I at one point I had a real kind of movie. If I'm ill, I like to be like you're ill in the movies, and I was tossing and turning in bed. I had the fever. I was waking up. I was sweating, all sorts, and I keep waking up really early, and I'm sort of watching daytime TV for hours, and the adverts that you see in the daytime, I mean, because we do actually work. A lot of people think we just doss around all day, but we do actually work, and so I don't get to see TV in the day much. And the adverts, it's not adverts you see at night I know. They're incredible, and it's like...
Was it for surgical stockings?
Well, a lot of them are either aimed at people who basically are waiting to die.
Right.
It would seem. Or...
I love that advert. Waiting to die.
Well, they are a bit like that. I mean, there's a couple. There's one with Christopher Timothy. He sat in a pub on his own, just having a pint in the afternoon. I think this was before he. Became a doctor. He's having a pint on his own, looking through the job
ads.
He's
a good career, any vet, doctor. I think he's always wanted to play a lawyer.
Yeah. And he basically says in so many words, I can't remember it verbatim, but he basically says, you're probably getting on a bit. You're not going to be around forever. You could drop dead tomorrow. Have you made provisions for your children and your family and your wife? And I think you at home were supposed to go, oh Christ, I haven't.
Oh.
And I was feeling my testicles earlier. They are a bit lumpy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Or
I had to bend down quite low to feel them.
Exactly.
So, I am getting on a bit.
Exactly.
In fact, what I do now is pull them towards me and kick them up like Beckham with the ball.
Yeah.
And on the way back down, I have a quick feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when the kids come to visit.
Yeah.
And,
stop playing with Grandad's testicles. Where have you put them? Where have you put them? We've put them on the mantel. Oh, you little devils, go on with you. Do you want a Werther's original?
And, that's another advert you see constantly, Werther's Originals. So they've got those, and then they've got the adverts which I always love, which are adverts for, any kind of, Claims Direct or any of those things. It's just, invariably there's a reconstruction of an accident that might have happened, someone tripping over a paving slab. There's one which is particularly chilling, of a guy who, I think he's with his kid watching football, and he's thinking to himself, I bet he's thinking, I wish I could join in. And it flashes back, and there he is up a ladder, on a very shiny surface with no one supporting it, frankly.
Which is asking for trouble.
Yeah. Frankly, I blame him.
Yeah.
And then it topples for no reason. I don't know why it topples.
Right.
Wind, let's say.
Yeah.
Whenever I see it, I always think...
I hope he never walks again.
Well, he falls off it.
Did he smash his face in? Did he fall on a spike? Because if he's going to go up that ladder on a shiny surface with no one holding it, right? Did he fall backwards on his head? The little...
Worse still,
right, did he do the splits and crush his nuts?
Worse than that.
One.
He made a considerable lump sum of cash thanks to the efforts of one of those claims companies.
Oh, no.
Alright? His negligence has seen him £3 richer.
Steve, was there a yokel with a pitchfork looking up as he fell on it?
Nothing.
Oh,
he fell off. I think he must have bruised his ankle or strained a ligament.
That's not enough. That hasn't taught him anything.
Well, it's not taught him a lesson. In fact, if anything, it is encouraging him to just be more foolhardy in the future. Because if you're going to dish out $5 grand willy-nilly to these people, these lunatics, these oafs, these simpletons.
Do you know one of my favourite adverts was the one in sort of the back of those glossy magazines you get given away, and there was always an old woman, and she'd fallen right in her front porch or whatever, and she was just reaching out, but she was too weak to reach the phone. So it was sort of like you carry a little button around with you that you press. Yeah. I love the idea of that. She looked so vulnerable. That was my.
But I always feel with those kind of those claims adverts that it's almost like saying, I'm not going to say it explicitly. Yeah. Here are some ideas for you. Yeah. Paving slabs. Yeah. Is there one near you?
Yeah.
Could you have a little trip?
Exactly, yeah.
If you've got a stepladder.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but
maybe,
read between the lines.
The shiny floor.
There is money to be made.
There's adverts in the back of those. Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week, Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The
Innovations
catalogue, which it used to go to something like 50 million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that, because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life, like, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that like to see through walls, just for 19.99. They don't work, do they? I bought Oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate was sort of like running. It was about like I don't know 1987, and me and my mate Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good, and I thought I'd just have some oxygen before the race.
What do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What are you talking about?
You got big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in. What
was it supposed to do?
Well, oxygenate the blood so you can.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know why.
How much was it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
mine was $19.99. It was a big canister.
It was rubbish.
Why did you buy it for? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
doing
reason.
a job.
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that because the problem with the innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots